Okay, good morning everybody. Shane coming at you again with another video. In the last video, we basically went over how to install VirtualBox and how to install Oracle Linux on VirtualBox. This video, we're going to take it a little bit further. So now we're going to open up the Oracle VirtualBox again. We're going to start it up. And all right, here it comes here. Notice whatever we see in the VirtualBox, we see in the preview over here. Let me just hit that just to speed it along. Click that out. Click that here. See, again, whatever we see in the VirtualBox here, we also see in the preview screen over here. And this just takes a minute or two to come up. Yeah, let me move this over here. And let me move this over here just so you can see the preview here. So you're seeing the same thing on both sides. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. It's still morning time, so sip my coffee. Okay, here's our login screen. Type my password here. No Oracle here. Okay. It's going to log us in. It's going to get us to the main screen. And this should not take too long. Oh, yeah, it's coming now. All right, so here's our main screen here. Alrighty, so now remember in the last video I showed you how to set up shared folders. So we want to access our shared folders so that we can have access to the different resources that we need here. So first I'm going to hit right control so I can gain access back of the mouse. I go to devices, shared folders, shared folder settings, and oh look, we have a warning. The virtual guest editions do not appear to be available on this virtual machine, and shared folders cannot be used without them. To use shared folders inside the virtual machines, please install the guest editions if they're not installed, or reinstall them. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, now it's telling me to share folders. In the last video, I showed you how to set up shared folders, but I'll do it again since it pointed me here. We go to this plus here, folder path, down, and we go to other. And I place my folder that I wish to use for a shared folder on my desktop, VM shared, right here. Select folder. And auto mount. So when I do install guest editions, it should show on my desktop here. But we have to install guest editions on VirtualBox. Well, what are guest editions for VirtualBox? I'm glad you asked. Let's find out. Okay, let's do a search for VirtualBox guest editions. Let's see exactly what they are. Okay, guest editions, Oracle VirtualBox. Let's see here. So it says, as mentioned in section 1.2, some terminology, the guest editions are designed to be installed inside a virtual machine after the guest operating system has been installed. We've already installed the operating system, the Linux. Now we want to install the guest editions on top of that. Additions to the guest operating system, hence guest editions. They consist of device drivers and system applications that optimize the guest operating system for better performance and usability, blah, 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 blah. And one of the optimizations or one of the benefits of guest editions is being able to use a shared folder. So let's install guest editions. All right, so let me click back inside the box here. I am going to open up Terminal. All right. Then from my terminal, I'm going to switch to be a root user. Put in my password. Okay, so now I'm at the root user. So now I'm going to cd to /etc/yum .repos.d folder. What did I, what do you mean no such? Ah, I spelled it wrong. Duh, stupid me. cd/etsy/yum.repos.d. Yeah, it helps when you spell it right. All right. Now, I want to see the contents of this particular folder. Now, if you remember, let me just right control and get out from your Linux commands. If I type simply ls, that lists everything horizontally and alphabetically. ls-l lists vertically and alphabetically. ls-a lists alphabetically and shows your hidden files. ls-al lists vertically and hidden files. The one we're going to use is ls-ltr, which lists vertically and by timestamp chronologically. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to type ls-ltr. All right, so there's a timestamp and there's the file. So August 2nd is when this public yum was available here. So there's been an update since that time. So we're going to install the latest update for the guest edition. But first, we're going to back this up to make sure we don't lose it. So we're going to move pub and then we hit the tab to get that. And then we're going to change the name to back it up. Now, if I do ls-ltr now, we see that it shows as a backup. So now that we have this old guest edition file as a backup, let's go and get the new one. And the way that we go and get the new one, we're going to go online. We're going to type wget public-yum.oracle.com/the letter O, not 0, OL for Oracle Linux 7 .repo. So we're basically going into the oracle.com yum Linux 7 repository to get the latest version of the guest editions. And we know that our internet works because we tested it in the last video. So it connected to the repository and it downloaded and it got the file. So now if I do ls-ltr, I have my backup file, which was from August 2nd, and I have the latest file from September 5th. So we want to do an edit to this latest file so that we can use it here. So I go into my editor, vi public, and I just hit tab. All right, so press enter to continue. Now we're using Oracle Linux 7.4, so we want to come down to that 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. Okay, now at enabled here, we want to change this 0 to 1, so we're going to do Control X to get rid. We want to get rid of that. No, come on. We want to get rid of that. All right, enabled 1. We change it from 0 to 1. And I did Control X and Control A to do that. Now, on this latest edition, now we scroll down to add-ons. Because we also, you see add-ons right here, the Oracle Linux 7 add-ons. And we're going to change this. Oops, go back up. We're going to change this from 0 to 1. All right. So now that we've done that, escape, shift, WQ, right quit, get out of here. Right? So now we've done that. And let's see, ls-ltr. Now you see it's updated it from Well, we put today's date because I just made a change to that particular file. Okay. Now, what we're going to do next is critically important. We're going to download some Yum files for the pre-install for Oracle 12c so that when we install the database, we don't run into any issue, or should I say we should not run into any issues. So we're going to do Yum install, excuse me, Oracle -RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, -server 12 lowercase c uppercase r 1 12c release 1 -preinstall, and then we're going to do a -y. So basically what we're telling the computer, I want you to go to the Yum repository on Oracle, and I want you to get all the pre-install files that we need for Oracle 12c Release 1 pre-install. The -y, what that basically means is anytime it comes up and says, do you want to install yes, no, if you put the -y in, it'll automatically type Y for you. Okay? So, go through, and you see now it's going to load up, and now it's going to, oh, look at that, 247 packs or packages that it needs. And we are downloading here. You see, OL7 latest. Yeah, we want the latest version. Again, we're downloading all of these pre-installed packs, so when I add the 12c software on here to install it for a database, should not run into any issues. Okay, 22,850. Okay, well, that's a lot. So let's see what's. We should start to move in here. Let's see. Well, I guess now we're just playing the waiting game. Okay, yeah. So we're installing more packs here. Okay. Now, if you have attempted to install a database on your own and not put in these pre-install packs, you know, the Yum, you may find that you have had difficulty trying to install the database, especially if you're going to use DBCA, the Database Creation Assistant. When it goes to check, it's going to tell you this file's missing, this file's missing, this file is missing. The reason why you get those errors and it says this file is missing is because you have not installed these pre-install packs. So if you go ahead and install these pre-install packs first, then you should not have an issue when you're trying to create your database. Okay. Oh, complete. I thought it was going to take a really long time. That didn't really take that long. Okay, but this next part is going to take a while. Now that we've got the pre-install, now again, just like we got the latest version of the guest editions, we want to get the latest version of these pre-install packages. So we're going to type yum -y update. Again, Yum update will give you the updated files for all of the pre-install packs, but when you do the -y, it'll automatically click yes for you instead of stopping every time saying yes, no, yes, no. All right. Okay. All right, look at this. We'll be up there. There's a lot of updates here. Okay. Firefox, Java. Okay. Oh, there's 100. Oh, there's 103 updates. I just looked to the side here. It's on update 30 of 103. So I'm going to pause the video right here. After all of these finish, I will come back and then we will continue. So let me pause this bad boy right now. And we're back. Okay, that took a little while. So now you see it's complete here. So all of those updates are here, but there's one more thing that we need to do. We just want to make sure that everything runs smooth. So there's just two more things that we want to check to make sure they're unstored. So we're going to do yum-y install kernel dash unbreakable enterprise kernel dot development asterisk. We just want to make sure that this is updated. It may say nothing to do. Yeah, you already have the latest version, nothing to do. Okay, that's good. Then one more we want to check. Yum-y install kernel.devel. Let's check that one. That one might say nothing to do. Okay, so we have the latest install for everything. All right, so that's cool. So now we need to reboot our virtual machine by typing reboot. That's pretty straightforward. And upon reboot, our guest additions should be installed, and we should, quote unquote, should be able to see our press to reboot the device. Let me hit enter here. And it's coming back up here. Okay, sign in screen, put in my password, no Oracle here. All right. Okay, so we're back at our Linux screen. Let me just hit right control here, gain control of the mouse. Let me see if the shared folder will mount now. Shared folder settings. Oh, first, before I do that, let me do insert guest additions CD image, because I want to make sure I install all the guest additions, because remember it said the shared folder wouldn't mount unless I mounted the additions. So there's my CD here. Okay. VBox additions, VirtualBox additions. Guess it contains software to be automatically started. Okay, run. We're going to run that bad boy. And ask me for my password. Authenticate. Okay. Uncompressing VirtualBox guest additions installer. Now, if everything goes correctly, I should get a message that says press return to close this window. And it should take, a little while for everything to install here. So let's see. Matter of fact, I'll just pause it and wait until I get that return. I'll come back. Oh, let me right control to get out of this. Okay, and we're back, people. Now, you see it says press return to close this window. So, press return, close the window. Okay, everybody, and we're back. And we basically rebooted. I just restarted everything. So, let me just go back into my virtual machine here so we can finish our setup. So we were installing the guest additions so that we could actually use the shared folder. Okay, So here we are, Oracle sign-in screen. Let me put in my password here. Okay, there's our red screen. Okay, so when we rebooted, there is our shared folder, our VM shared folder. It appears now. Let's see if we can access it here. Oh, the location could not be displayed. You do not have permissions necessary to view the contents of VM share. So that means we must give permissions in order to see the folder. So in order to get the permissions to see the folder, let's open up terminal here. Let me just bring this over a bit here. We need to change to the root user. We want to give permissions. Oh, my password. Okay, so now I'm the root user. Now that I'm the root user, now we need to modify the user in order to have permissions to view the shared folder. And we do this with the following command. User mod -a -g vbox sf, and then since my name Shane here, I'm going to put Shane, and I'm going to give those same permissions to my root user. So this root. So what I did was I granted permissions to view the shared folder for both Shane the user and the root. Oh, let me do it for Oracle too while I'm at it, since I'm here for Oracle. Okay, so all of my users that I currently have access to it. All right, so now let's see, what else do I want to do? And I want to do one other user mod. I'm going to grant permissions to DBA Root. I'm just going to put that in there. Now, all of my users have permissions to view the folder. So what I'm going to do now is let's just check to see if I have those permissions. So if I do ID, ID should show me that shared folder here. And I see root unconfirmed here. Let me go back to my VirtualBox here, and let's see. Let me switch user. Shane. Okay, I'm back to Shane. ID. Shane. Okay, there. It shows VirtualBox. Oh, duh. I need to restart. Let me do that. And let me just restart it. Gee whiz. Oh, sorry about the delay, peoples. It happens. What you gonna do? Restart this bad boy. All right. The screen is coming back, y'all. Okay, we're back. And let's see here. Oh, look at that. It opened up. So, yeah, I have 12c. I've got 11g. I got the update. This was my 7.4 Linux. This is my VirtualBox. Oh, look, all of that appears now. And what if I'm just going to make a new, and I'm just going to call it Jerry. Just making a new one just to see Jerry. All right, so I just put that in my shared folder. Let me X this out. And then just to make sure that I have permissions, I'm going to open my terminal here. And I do ID. It says that I have access to VirtualBox. Okay, so All right, so let me change my directory to media. That's what I needed to do to get to there. So yeah, so media, because it's media on the desktop. Okay, so now, oh, there's Jerry. There's that folder I made, Jerry. So we're in here. So we have our guest editions set up. We can access the shared folder, and we can, matter of fact, let's see, make directory Herbert. I'm just bugging. Okay, let's see. Herbert's there. All right, let me click here. And there's Herbert. See? So I have access to the directory. Okay, so people, never mind all my jibber jabbing and jaw jacking. So this is how you set up your shared folder and your guest editions on VirtualBox. Okay, so future videos, I'm going to show you how to install Oracle 12c Release 1 and some other cool things. All right, so have a good one. I'll see you on the next video.